Hello, this is Ellie Diecast again, and I wanted to start today with some M2 cars, and most of you are probably familiar with these. They sell them at Walmart, hobby stores. Hobby Lobby also sells these. Uh, the M2 cars come in a couple series. This is the haulers. I think they're called auto hauler series back here. This truck that I've taken out of its case. They also come in where is it? A kind of like a premium series, which this is a good example of. And the premium series have the thicker tires on them. The premium series also come in these little plastic cases, these little plexiglass cases. And then there is, and do I have examples? We'll use this one. This one actually came from the auto haulers, but it's a good example. There's a kind of like a cheaper series. They still come in these little cardboard boxes, but they don't have the plastic cases. And what I wanted to talk about was the M2 cars are really cool. This one, like this guy here, again, he came with the auto haulers. They come with, a lot of them have opening doors. They got a lot of detail inside. I don't know if my camera is going to pick up on that, but there's a lot of detailing inside the car. The hood's open on a lot of them. They kind of have like a shallow modeled engine in there that's painted. The little less expensive series, which usually there's kind of a less expensive series out and a premium series out at the same time. I don't know if they release them on a certain schedule or not, but there's usually 6 cars per series. The lesser costing series has all these really cool features, like the painted trim. You know, tampos are really nice. The castings are really nice. They're usually muscle cars or street rods of some sort. What I wanted to talk about was the crummy little tires that come with the cheaper series. And this was the auto haulers car. This one I've taken off the badging, but this was the Mustang 50 Years auto hauler, which I think was a Walmart exclusive. And I took mine out of the case a long time ago. Get a better shot of it back there. But the cars that came with the auto haulers were these two Mustangs. You can see they both have the Mustang 50 Year logo on them there. They're really cool cars, except they've got these really crummy wheels on them. And again, this is only the lesser costing series, and I'm assuming that's where they're saving their money. And I'm guessing it's because if you're a collector, let me get, so for instance, these two cars here, the top car is from the kind of the premium line that would come with the plastic case. The bottom car is a good example of one that would come in the lower priced line. But if I flip them both over, you'll see that this one has the much better wheels on it and this one does not. So maybe if you leave them in the case, you'd never know. But those tires aren't going to scare anybody. Some more examples of the premium line. M2s, again, big wheels. This one has the opening hood. They're very cool cars. I just wish the lesser costing cars just had better wheels on them. And I don't use the wheels a lot for customs. If you're thinking of using them for customs, there's probably a few things you should know. First of these things are built like tanks. They've got like 8 screws holding them together. There's one there, and there's a lot of screws in between. They're mostly metal. They also have a lot of small parts, so they're hard to get back together. They take some time. They're not as simple as Hot Wheels to deal with. But they also do not have pins that insert through the rims. And what I mean is on a Hot Wheels, gotta have an example of a Hot Wheels around here. Here we go. In fact, here's a great big Hot Wheels truck. On a Hot Wheels car, you've got a pin that goes right through that hole, and it looks like a pin or a nail. That's the axle. On these, the axle is embedded or molded into the rim itself. So you could still use them, but you got to cut the axle, and you kind of have to work around that axle being in the rim. If you make your own rims, their rims on M2s are excellent. If you want to use these as like interiors to rims where you're using tubing to wrap around them. And again, on the premium line, the tires are pretty cool, but on that less expensive line, not so much. So if you're shopping for M2s and you see the case, this plastic casing, then check the wheels, and they should be premium style wheels. This is a bad example because this is a Roadster. It has some pretty small wheels, but they should be the bigger wheels. If you check the case and it doesn't have the plastic, the hard plastic case, you may not be getting very good wheels with them. So again, here's some examples of those, the nice premium models. So I don't get them a lot. I've been getting them more and more. Mainly for the, I really like the rims, but whoops, earthquake. I also like the cases. And that brings me to the last part here. If anybody out there collects M2s and you display them and you have a bunch of the cases laying around, even if the cases have the name of the car in them, I'm interested in trading or buying the cases. And for the projects I'm doing with my customs, I want to customize these cases, and I really can't find anything that's much cheaper than buying M2s, taking the cars out and using the cases. So let me know if you happen to have a bunch of M2 cases laying around and you don't want them, and we'll talk. So on to the next thing. Move these guys out of the way real quick. Put them down here in their home. Andrew and I went shopping last night and today, and mainly we were hitting up sales, and we found a few sales. I keep hitting stuff, and we found some cool stuff. First off, at Dollar Tree, we found these two cars, and they always carry these. These are the Fresh Metal, the Maisto. These aren't anything special. I just like the Volkswagen. I also picked up this red truck. They're nothing special. But on Race Groove's advice, we went there looking for the cat diecast that they were carrying, the construction vehicles. We found them. We didn't pick any up. But we did find that they had these nano racers on sale for $1. And all the Dollar Trees in my area had these. They only had about 6 or 7 different little sets, but they had these. And if you've seen my video on the Nano Speed, I called them Nano Racers, Nano Speeds, I love these. They're really cool. They're little pullback cars, and they really work well once you get used to how to use them. So we got a ton. You can see we got all of those. Those are the ones that are unopened. We're probably going to sell those. And we've got a bunch here that we took out, and these are just the new ones. And we have a lot more in the house. You can see most of these. There's a few doubles in here. But they had a few different series. But I just love these little Nano Speeds. Let's see if we can get one to do its thing if you haven't seen them before. There's a trick to releasing them, but there you go. And there's some track sets for them. Not sure I'd recommend all the track sets except for the one with the motor. There's one track set that comes with a motor that's very good. Again, I have a video on that. Just look for Nano Speed LE diecast. But you can see they're really good cars. So cool little cars. We like these, don't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there you go. So Nano Speeds at Dollar Tree, highly recommend them. I love these little guys. And for $1, I think they were usually $3.50 for the two case, or maybe $2.50. Can't beat it for $1. Last thing is at Target, they had oops, sorry little guy. Squished you. They had Retro. These are retros, right? Are these retro entertainment? Retro. I get them now. I got them confused. I think these are the retros. They had the premium Hot Wheels on sale at Target. So we were happy to find these. We got these for $247 each, I think. So I picked them up mainly for the tires, and these guys are all going to get parted out. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. We had a guy trying to sell me fertilizer out of the back of his truck. So, yeah. So we took a little break, and now I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyways, these are on sale, or were on sale at Target. Check your Target. If they're on the shelf, check and see if they still have the price for $247 on. Okay. And I think that does it for my part. I'm going to wrap this up, and then we're going to do Andrew's part here in just a second. We will be right back.